And taken right at the 35.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Come up 1st and 10 at their 38. First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Second and 8.
They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Murray. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
Back deep, Hunter Renfrow.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
Looks like soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Raiders had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
On play action, it's Carr. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Greg Dortch back deep. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The incredible story of James Conner continued with one of its best chapters yet in 2021. Landing in Arizona, Conner was 2nd in the NFL with 15 rushing touchdowns and made his 2nd career Pro Bowl. The Cards gave him a new 3-year deal, ensuring that his story will continue into the future.
Murray now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Murray a give. This is Connor. Room here to run. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This next drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Throwing now is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
And here comes Dortch on the return. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
What now?
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right for Connor to the 27-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run here with Connor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Connor will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Carr now on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Murray. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They run behind center with Connor. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit out a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores.
That's caught inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Murray going to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Connor. 104 yards rushing now for Connor and a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Connor up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Got him in. It's Brown.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the gun, a give to Connor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Shoves him aside. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And now here is another interception.
And the Cards are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Murray.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Murray now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll look to run with Connor. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown.
James Conner, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
From the 31, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Carr to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Finding space at the 40.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Play fake. Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 61, Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st down, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. He's got room at the 30, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing on first down is Carr.
Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Carr to throw again.
He's got Renfro on the out route. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I think it's easy to say not many people expected 100 catches or 1,000 yards out of Hunter Renfro last season, but it's time to set those low expectations aside. He's one of the breakout players at receiver in the NFL and one of the better players at his position. Picks up a first down there for him on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Little tune, flow sinister. I'm a enemies, I'm the enema. I'm a on them just like my keys drop my on our dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs. I call them biblical. Cause skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. 8, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid. 800, eat it. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jaguars and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Joining Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis and CD. Lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
For everyone who expected the highly touted Trevor Lawrence to champion the Jaguars to instant success last season, well, they got a little bit of a reality check. Despite the struggles, though, he still took on a major leadership role within the locker room and among the team. He also flashed some of his considerable potential on the field, particularly in a defiant Week 18 win over Indianapolis that knocked the Colts out of the playoffs.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 27th, Lawrence, quick slant caught by Kirk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up a shot.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive, and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down?
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamal Agnew, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Out come the Commanders to begin their first series, and they'll be led by a 5th-round rookie out of UNC, Sam Howell.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'm a on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
Hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied. My mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers, look.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy, focused on getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie, before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a fashion, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here comes the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, so call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his second season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds and the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
For the 2nd consecutive season, Tua's a starter and Miami's a team. Both had winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific. Only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Mike Gesicki has really emerged as one of the Miami Dolphins' primary targets, and he can run the entire route tree. We know he's dependable in the short areas, but he can also stretch the field down the middle. A career-high 73 catches last season, and he gets another one here to move the chains.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to get every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off of play action, Tagovailoa steps away. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Boy, fingers crossed here, 1st quarter of a new.
Ready.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down. Run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
On 2nd and goal. Tua. It's Hill, complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing, Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, that's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Patriots. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Miami set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2nd and 8 coming up.
They'll run with Edmonds again. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Caught by Wilson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Chase Edmonds,
his 1st rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now a give to Edmonds, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tua sets up to pass it.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's got another yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Another carry now for Edmonds. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. Touchdown! Hunter Henry from 19 yards away. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to pass. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Matt Judon in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, he's got Myers. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker from 19 yards away.
And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Tua, a final shot before half. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Folk's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense back out on the field.
Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. On play action, here's Tua.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
He is going to find Hill here. And he's got this down to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Tua going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! Cedric Wilson, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing Jones. Open man is Myers. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They run for it with Harris. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And some room to run now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 30 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
38. Jack White.
They'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On target over the middle to Hill.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Running the counter with Mostert. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Cedric Wilson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jones now on 1st down. It's caught by Aguilar.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar, 48 yards.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
On 2nd down and 4. Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. The thing that they'll be looking at is the spot of the football. And
after review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Field flat. Green jack. Squad red. Flag blue.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rolling to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They'll run with Edmonds. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Cedric Wilson from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Jones. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Parker again. Complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Mostert's got all the speed in the world, but injuries have kept him from being able to show that over a full season. Now he finds himself competing for starting touches in Miami and hoping to get back to his 2019 form in San Francisco, where he topped 770 yards with 8 touchdowns.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Ready, break.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defense. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got it. Touchdown.
There it is, partner. You see it.
four fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the fourth quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some space here. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So the Patriots coming out now.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones completes it to Aguilar.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Then caught by Henry. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. Got no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Folks, kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. preferably a takeaway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Edmonds. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts.
And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Tua.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw is Tua. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
He's got Henry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And
yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like T.